Matrices. That the topic we're upon right now. Now, this matrices business is supposed to be revision to you. Well, most of it, when it comes to the 2x2 matrices, it's supposed to be revision to you once you do C-set mathematics already. Right? If you don't remember about matrices from C-sec, we have some video, just make a comment and we put the link to those videos so you can review. But anyway, we see how this thing go. Alright, this jump directly into the topic of matrices. But what I want to do right now is do some revision of what the matrices is. Alright? Alright, good. Now, suppose, some people say, suppose and say. Alright. Suppose you have 3 agricultural produce, so you plant. So you have apple, you want to sell apple, banana, and cherry. Alright, so you have those 3 things and you plan to sell them. Good. Now you have 3 categories of them, or 3 classes. These are the classes. You have class A, that's the best type. You hardly see any bruise, any crack, nothing rotten, whatever it is. Then you have class B. So them have little cut, them drop and get little bruise and so on and so forth. And then you have class C. Class C are those who have significant amount of bruise and cuts. So you know, class A are the most expensive, right? So you keep on and organize them in your record book. And you say, you have apple, you have banana, and you have cherry. And you put them in a class A, B, C. And today, you see 5 apple in a class A, 7 in a class B, 13 in a class C, 6 banana in a class A, 4 in a class B, 15 in a class C. And you have 7 cherry in a class A, 14 in a class B, and say 16 in a class C. So you develop one system where you say apple, banana, cherry along the top here so. And then down you say class A, B, C. After a while you start remember, say the one on the left are apple, the one in the middle are banana, and the one to the right are cherry. At the top you have A, then in the middle across you have B, and across the bottom you have C. So you know about the right apple, banana, cherry, A, B, C again. You just write the numbers. 5, 6, 7, 7, 4, 14. And then after that you have 13, 15, 16. And you put them in a bracket. So you remember, say, it's an apple, banana, cherry, class A, B, C. So now you form a matrix. That is what you call a matrix. You see? So now, you see how this thing go about the matrix now. As you see, we use round bracket to put the numbers in it. These numbers, then call them the element in the matrix. Just like how you have element of a set, you have element in a matrix. Alright? Now, this matrix have 1, 2, 3 rows. Rows go across. Just like when they say, if you line up for lunch and you form a row, form on each row, you go cross. You see that? Or you arrange the chair them in the classroom and you form rows. So you go across. Alright? So you have 1, 2, 3 columns. Those will go up and down. A column. Just like building column. You have some column rectangular and square. Some columns cylindrical. But when you look on building column, then go up and down. Right? Once them in place, then go up and down. So these are columns. So you see that? Alright. Now, this thing say types of matrices, and it's a row matrix. Basically, I think call row matrix is a matrix with one row. So you have 5, 7, 16, 4. That is a row matrix, you know. Now, this have one row, just one row go across. How much column you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4 column. Now, we could look on a thing here and see. Before we continue with the other type of matrices, them, you have what they call the. Let me see if we can type here, man. For I don't want to see me handwriting bad. So let me type it. The order of a matrix. The order of a matrix. The way they write it is row by column. You say row by column. So you see that? So when you talk about the order of a matrix, you say how much row by how much column. So what you're going to say is this is a 1, 2, 3 row. So the order is 3 row, 3 by, instead of right by, you put the multiplication sign. 1, 2, 3. So it's by 3. So you say this right here, so is a 3 by 3 matrix. You see that? 3 by 3 matrix. Let me rub you out back. Alright, so it's a 3 by 3 matrix that. Now, what the order of this one? You tell me. Alright, these are 1 by 4 matrix. If you did say 1 by 4, then you're right. 1 row by 1, 2, 3, 4 column. 1 by 4. So you see that? Now, the column matrix, COLUMN. The column matrix, what that? Alright, just like how the row matrix is a matrix with one row. Well, you get it right. The column matrix is a matrix with one column. Like you have 5, 7, 2. It's a column matrix. And this is a How much by how much matrix? 3 by 1 matrix. Alright? So, is a 3 row by 1 column. 3 by 1 matrix. That is the order of this matrix. And it's a column matrix because it's 1 column it have. So you see that? Then let's talk about null matrix. You remember set and you talk about the null set. Well, the null matrix is a matrix where all of the elements them are 0. That's a null matrix, you know. That's a null matrix too. This is a null matrix too. Because all of the elements them are 0. So null. So you have a 3 by 1 matrix or so, null matrix, because all of the elements them are 0. You have a 1 by 4 matrix or so, because all of the elements are 0. This is our 2 by 2 matrix. 1, 2 row by 1, 2 column. Right? You see that? Alright, so that are the null matrix. Square matrix now. Remember the square. The width and height are the same. So with a square matrix now, the row and column are the same number of row and number of column. So you have, I would say A, B, C, D. The A, B, C, D can represent numbers. Let me just write the letters. Sometimes you have matrices where you have the letters in them, but them represent numbers. So it's a square matrix. 2 row. The row tell how high it is. 2 column, how wide. It's a 2 by 2. You call this a square matrix. If you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, you have a 3 by 3 matrix or so. Another square matrix. Right? Suppose you have A, B, C, D, E, F. And a square matrix that you know. I remember the square, the width and height must be the same. Right? A square that. But it's not a square. It's a rectangular matrix, yes, but it's not a square. Because you have 3 rows by 2 columns. That means a 3 high by 2 wide is a rectangle, but it's not a square. The square must have the same width and height. So you see that? See how that go? Alright, nice. Square matrix. Then you have what they call the diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Remember, diagonal means you measure across. Example. When it comes to this matrix, the diagonal are really 1. This then call this the leading diagonal, upper left to lower right. And this now are the non-leading diagonal. Right, lower left to upper right. But leading diagonal, when they say diagonal, I read this them attack. Diagonal. That are the diagonal. We now look at diagonal matrix yet, you know. We're going to soon look on diagonal matrix. But me just show you what diagonal be. When it comes to matrices, what is the diagonal? It's a diagonal too, you know. Right? The thing is now, this matrix is so. You don't have no diagonal. Because you need a square matrix to have diagonal. Right? Now, the question is, what is a diagonal matrix? When you talk about diagonal matrix, when you talk about something like this, you have 3, 0, 0, 5 or something where the diagonal elements are no 0. but every other element has 0. You see that? So, when it comes to diagonal matrix, that is a matrix where diagonal elements are no 0, but all of the other elements them are 0. You have 1, 5, 7, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Diagonal matrix. So you see that? Alright. Now, you might have a case where you say 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3. Diagonal. The thing is, even though you have this 0 here, so the diagonal, that's still diagonal matrix. If you ever have a case where this turn from 0 to something else, like 2, and a diagonal matrix again, the thing is, if we be a diagonal matrix, every other element except in a diagonal must be 0. Of course, if everything has 0, that will be null matrix, right? Now, let's see what else are going up here. So now, diagonal matrix. Identity matrix. The identity matrix is really a matrix where it's a diagonal matrix, but the elements in the diagonal are 1 only. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. The diagonal elements are 1. Alright? If this change to 2 and an identity matrix again, you have to be 1. Now, the thing is, when you give matrices a name, because sometimes, if you have this matrix, and you have to refer to it over and over and over again, it don't make no sense. You write open bracket 5, 6, 7, 7, 4, 14, 13, 15, 16, close bracket. Every time, just give it a name. What you have to do is give it a uppercase. Right? When you name a matrix, you name it A, R, B, whatever it is. So you say A equal 1, 5, 6, 9. Anytime you write A again, you know so this matrix. You don't have to say open bracket 1, 5, 6, 9, close bracket every minute. Just write A. Just say A is this and write A. And it must be capital, uppercase. When you write the elements in the matrix, like this, it must be lowercase. But, just like how people names start with capital letter, and any other name, what they call it again, proper noun, right? So, the name of people or any other thing, you start them with uppercase letter, right? Proper noun and common noun. Remember your English. But anyway, the identity matrix now. You see this one? You reserve the letter I for this. So once an identity matrix, you call it I. Alright? Identity matrix. And then them have a next matrix now, then called triangular matrix. What happened now is this. You have a matrix. And you have 1, 6, 3, 0, 5, 7, 0, 0, 2. You have zeros below, or below the main diagonal. So you say this is a what they call upper triangular matrix. You call the upper triangle, really, you know. And then you see them elements here. So the upper triangle are really these. You see? And if you have another case where up top you have 0, 5, 0, 0, 1, 7, 0, 8, 3, 2. Alright, let me move that 0 here. Little higher up. Alright. And then, in this case now, you call this a lower triangle matrix. Lower triangular matrix. So, those are some things I want to know about the different type of matrices. Alright? So, from A to F, the row, column, null, square, diagonal, identity matrix. We're supposed to know them. Oh yeah. So, we're supposed to know them from C-sec. They don't talk about triangle matrix in a C-sec, no, but that's something new. But most of this thing, you don't know from C-sec. Alright, so I will see you in the next video.